as an attorney myself, you never want to hear a client say, I was not advised of my basic right to get out of this situation or seek various avenues to terminate it. So what we've seen in the leaks around his departure is, sources familiar with his thinking, air quoting that, implying that he is quite mad about this, that he's, defiant and suggesting that he did advise her in the ways that he needed to. But, what Gia and I found when we dug into the transcripts over the years is it seems like there was a situation where Ingham was chummy at times with the judge on this case, and where there were conversations going on where in fact, at times they joked about not telling Spears things. There's an exchange that the Times first reported a while back where the judge and Ingham.
As the age gap increases between two people, the likeliness of the relationship being successful decreases, which I think is really interesting. So divorce rates also increase as the age gap between two people increases. And that's for a lot of different reasons that I'm gonna cover. The bigger the gap between partners, the more likely the relationship will struggle with phase of life related challenges, says Gina Marie Guarino, a licensed mental health counselor and founder of PsychPoint. She explains that these challenges might include differences in health, energy levels, life priorities, and plans to start a family. And then she also says,
as far as girls, don't follow in Nick's footsteps when it comes to comedy.
Dude, Nick's game in Hollywood and with girls ever is
legendary.
It's historic.
You're getting up there, bro.
Oh, well, thank you.
Your list is growing.
Thank you. I'm not trying. By the way, I'm not trying to make it grow. I just the thing is it looks like I'm a whore, right? But I've only been with those girls pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's I've only been with 5, 6 people. If I was a girl, I'd be a virgin.
And they were relationships, right?
And they were at least 3 to 6 month, bids,
Yeah.
I call them.
So you wasn't just getting ran through.
Yeah, I'm not just running through stuff,
No, you're the whore in this situation. So you're getting ran through.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the victim here.
They passing you around.
And I don't think it makes one of the parties look very good. And I think you know who we are talking about. This woman bit off more than she can chew, in my opinion. So, like I said, even more communications are coming out between Justin and Blake and the crew, their friends, everything. The Taylor Swift messages, before you ask, they have not been released yet. The judge did approve them, so we will see if that actually happens. Who knows? But that will not be part of that episode. If that happens, believe me, that'll be in a real episode. If I'm on maternity leave, I will be coming back, baby strapped onto me to read those text messages. Anyway, but I am going to read you some of the emails and texts between Justin and his team about their experiences working with Blake on the film, because again, they're very illuminating and don't really make her look that great. So this first one that I'm going to read is probably the most glaring of all of the text messages. This one is from Justin to his team right after Blake sent her infamous safety letter over to Justin and the Wayfarer team. That's his production team, his production company.
Happy. If your happiness depends on the actions of others, you're at mercy of things that you can't control. Mm-hmm. And that's never where I want to be. So I always want to live in me and my therapist talk about my higher goddess, my higher self. I always want to live there knowing that, when I'm there, you can't take that away from me. Yeah. That's mine. And no matter what, you can disagree with me, you can agree with me. That's not going, I'm not changing. I'm not shifting. I'm here. I'm in my higher goddess. Yeah. So I always live by keep holding my happiness and not letting anyone else affect it. And though I fall victim to it at times,
of course, yeah.
As we all probably do,
absolutely.
I strive every day to.
From the locals, we want to lift the locals up. We have programs for students in small towns to get access to better education. CEO Chen nods. I mean, this is so expected these days. What is a corporation without a mission statement? The businessman pulls out his phone. He's smiling down at his phone like a proud little dad. And this is the final sell. Here's one of our students. Do you want to see? So this one in this video, she's getting surprised. Yeah, we're going to surprise her with the scholarship. And where is this girl from? The businessman doesn't even look up from his phone. He's still watching the video. He just says, elementary school. Elementary school? Yeah, 5th grader. The businessman swipes on his phone, and this one, he's pointing aggressively at his screen. This one, I've been eating her since she was 11. In every single one of these videos, the businessman showed CEO Chen there was an
Vince once raced former WWE writer Court Bauer on an open highway. Vince boxed in Court so that Court was heading straight for road construction. Court had to slam on his brakes to avoid an accident. Vince sped off, having won the race by almost killing a guy.
That is true. I can't really add anything to it. That's true.
Vince went bowling with an NBC executive. The guy had done something Vince didn't like. Obviously, since they were bowling, they were wearing bowling shoes. Vince sneaked off, got the guy's real shoes from behind the counter, tossed the shoes in the garbage, and left. The guy had no idea where his shoes were and had to go home wearing the gross bowling shoes. Vince contacted him later and said, "That's what you get, pal." The guy wrote a book and said that Vince was the biggest jerk he'd ever met in real life.
ये है इलॉन मस्क की बेटी, आज ये 20 साल की है। करीब 2 साल पहले जैसे ही 18 साल की हुई थी, इन्होंने कोर्ट में पिटीशन डाल दी और कहा कि मैं अपने पिता से किसी भी तरीके का रिलेशन नहीं रखना चाहती। अगर पैसा हर एक खुशी खरीद सकता है तो इलॉन के पास तो पैसे की कोई कमी नहीं है, लेकिन फिर ये बेटी अपने पिता से इस हद तक कैसे नाखुश हो गई। पिछले साल इनके बायोग्राफर ने यह भी बताया था कि इलॉन खुद भी इस बात से बहुत दुखी थे कि उनकी बेटी ने क्यों नाता तोड़ लिया, क्यों इनकी बेटी इनके साथ समय नहीं गुजारना चाहती। इलॉन मस्क का अपनी पत्नी जस्टिन विल्सन से 2008 में तलाक हो गया था। दोबारा शादी की इन्होंने इंग्लिश एक्ट्रेस टैलुला राइली से। उनसे भी शादी के 2 साल बाद डिवोर्स हो गया। फिर कनेडियन म्यूजिशियन ग्राइम्स के साथ रिलेशनशिप चला, लेकिन 3 साल बाद वहां भी सेपरेशन हो गया। इसके अलावा उनके 3-4 अफेयर्स की चर्चा रही है, लेकिन वहां भी बात नहीं बनी। पिछले साल एक इनसाइडर की रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक फिलहाल इलॉन मस्क अकेले हैं। इन सभी औरतों को दुनिया के सबसे अमीर आदमी से खुशी क्यों नहीं मिली? आपको शायद लगे कि इलॉन मस्क का केस एक आइसोलेटेड